Hi Taurus, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 5th to the 11th of January. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. My readings are also timeless, so if you stumble across one of my readings and it's not in the time frame stated, it means it's for your next 7 days starting from tomorrow. So let's begin. I'm seeing a trophy. You're becoming some kind of winner here in regards to your own energy, becoming a more true, more not more more true as in adept at going in the directions that you want them to go into. Like you're able to really harness your own energy and direct it into directions um, that you want to manifest from, rather than your energy going. I'm seeing like a ball, like you're able to charge in the direction you want to go in and nothing else. You've become very adept and you're feeling like a winner. You're going to be made a winner here by the universe, because you're manifesting from a place of truth, and so you've become very adept at, like, when we try to manifest, sometimes our energy goes like left, right, sometimes it becomes scattered because we get distracted or something happens or we shift our vibration in some kind of way, shift frequencies. You've really mastered yourself, is what I'm seeing in regards to your energy, in regards to moving your energy. It's something that you're naturally meant to be good at. As a Taurus, you're meant to be naturally good at moving your energy in the direction and charging full on in that direction. This is like your superpower, is what I'm seeing. I just saw a superhero called Super Taurus, and he had like two bullhorns on the side, this going with the cape and the spandex and big arms. They got really big arms. Like, well, I'm seeing it as a masculine figure, and genders are relevant here. But you got big arms, actually big strong arms, and they're like flying out like. But your energy is now moving in ways that you want, no longer moving in ways that you don't want. You're no longer attracting what you don't want, accidentally or otherwise. Like, you get into situations, I'm seeing you like you're very forward, you're very direct in terms of what you want. So say you're trying to manifest something, and before, what would happen is, like, you would be moving towards your manifestation, and then out of somewhere something would distract you, and you would kind of be like caught like a deer in the headlights, and it would make you stop what you're trying to manifest. And it was kind of like a redirection that was happening, but you're now able to redirect when something like a distraction like that happens, where that makes you stop in whatever you're trying to do, in whichever way you're trying to move in, physically, spiritually, mentally. You're not able to navigate away from the distraction. So when the distraction comes, you're no longer the deer in the headlight. You're able to see the headlight and say, no, that's not the one, and you redirect your direction, so that you find a better route towards your manifestation. So you're able to get closer to your manifestations, no matter what hurdles and things appear within your path. You've become very adept at shifting your energy, and that energy shift is also in regards to your mental and physical. That's what it translates to from the spiritual. Pardon me. You might be feeling very gassy at this time, as you're moving a lot of energy. You don't know why you feel so gassy. You might be burping a lot or whatever, and you don't know why you feel like this, or you might be feeling bloated, and you're not quite sure what the hell's going on with you, and it's more than usual. and it's because of you've got a lot of energy within you that you're mastering here this week in regards to being able to shift your energy. And this is in the spiritual. So what I mean by redirection, what I was seeing is like this rainbow colored light, and it's moving in the darkness towards whatever you want. But there's things that come up, there's these bright lights that appear, and these bright lights are distractions, and they're very dull but bright. The color of the light is very dull but it's very bright, and so you would get caught in the darkness like by these things, and you would stop, your energy would stop at these lights, and it would try to figure out where the hell it was in the darkness, so it'd get fully distracted by whatever was in front of it or on the side of it or whatever, because you would see it and you would move towards it thinking that that was your goal. So you'd move towards it and then you would stop there and realize that's not it, and then you would be looking around and be like, which way did I come from? And so you've been like moving around like this basically. And so now what you're learning to do is when you're moving through the darkness, you're able to see these lights from far away and recognize that they're not a match for your vibration. They're not a match of what you want, basically the vibration of what you want from life. And so you're moving away from it in the spiritual, and this is translating again into the mental, into the physical. So let's jump into your reading and see what else is going on before you hear this. So it's very interesting. You're becoming a master manifester here without limitation. You're able to really, again, it's your superpower. It's the first time I'm getting it, to be honest with you, and it makes sense for you actually, because bulls, they charge forwards and they don't stop until they reach their goal, and they're very strong. They have a lot of strength to get to where they need to get to. And so this is you have a lot of strength to get to where you need to get to, and you're able to charge full on and remove any obstacles that come in your way, but you're doing it in a way where you're moving around the obstacles. It's like if a bull was to charge into a mountain, obviously the mountain would stop the bull, but you're using your sense and not getting caught up by the mountain, but moving around the mountain. I mean, you already know what I mean. I've made it very clear. But you're becoming a master manifester, not getting caught by distractions, getting caught up by things that are not on your path, not what you desire. Like you know what you need from life and what you want from life. Interesting. So your current situation, you have been being more courageous. You've been tapping into your inner strength, trying to pull yourself back into a sense of who you are, what you desire, what you don't desire, what's right for you, what's not right for you. You've been in this energy of really being courageous within your life about removing yourself from situations that are not beneficial to you, removing yourself from ideas, thought patterns, beliefs that are not beneficial for you, that are not in alignment with you, and you've been seeing an increase in creativity. You've been very open-minded to life. The Queen of Wands, she is obviously a queen, and her son has gone off to learn from the wand maker, and he doesn't tell the wand maker that he's the prince. He comes up in commoner's clothing, and he only realizes that he's the knight, he's the prince when he dons his armor and gets his horse at the end of his learning, and then he realizes that that's the prince. So anyway, he is really adamant, the prince is really adamant that the wand maker is introduced, that he introduces the wand maker to his mother first before he tries to introduce him to his father. So he introduces him to his mother. So this is also a signifier for you here that you're about to be recognized by someone in authority, someone in some kind of industry that you're in, that you're trying to get recognition in, that you're about to be recognized as someone, like you're going to be getting a lot more views, you're going to be getting a lot more attention in whatever industry that you're currently in. Like whatever you're doing has got something to do with views. Maybe something on YouTube or on TikTok or social media in general, Twitch maybe, I don't know, it could be something. And so you're gaining visibility here, and you're leveling up here, and by you being recognized by this authority or whatever, it's like you being recognized as being someone more regal, not regal, but yeah, being regal in the sense of like you are leveling up in terms of how people view you. Like you're no longer going to be someone like normal. You're going to be looked at like a celebrity, is what I mean. Like people are going to look at you like a star, like a celebrity. You're on the verge of this. This is about to happen for you, or this could be happening for you at this time. And so he introduces the one maker to his mother, and so she has a very creative mind, and so which means she's very open to ideas. So she listens to what her son has to say, and he says, obviously the one maker makes wands for good, for healing, for helping, uniting people, and so she decides that she would like to have a wand also, because she sees herself as someone that is competent to be able to do so. And so she embraces this idea of moving through life with spirituality at hand, moving through life with a great understanding of herself and who she is through life, and through governing her kingdom. And so she sits on this golden throne, which is representative of her strength. And so you're using your strength at this time, tapping into your spiritual understanding of yourself. You're very protected from harm, and you're full of vitality at this time. You're feeling very lucky. And so she then says that the one maker should be introduced to the king, because you deserve to be respected and deserve to be getting your flowers, but so to speak, or recognition. And again, this is recognition coming in for you here, before the week begins. In whatever you do, you're gaining, people are going to start looking at your celebrity. You might blow up in some kind of way, or you are going to blow up in some kind of way on social media, is what I'm seeing here. And people are going to view you as a celebrity or a star. And so by you doing so, by you continuing to stay true to yourself and embody your strength, and step in line with one foot in the physical and one foot in the spiritual, you find true fulfillment in life in general. And by you doing so, you're going to be able to gain vision of what you need to do next and where you need to go next. And you also have you're maintaining your honor, you're taking authority and leadership of your life. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, so this is a very powerful pair coming up here for you. I don't feel like this is love coming in here for you. This could be, if I was doing a love reading, but I feel like this is just you in general. So he introduces him to his mother first, and then he introduces him to the father, who also embraces him, and he uses his wand as well, and actually lights the one maker. So you're officially being recognized here. So you're about to be recognized, and then you get recognized before the week begins, and as a celebrity, as a star, wherever you are. And so you're very spiritually protected, as I was saying, from harm, and you're going to be following your heart here. You're going to keep continuing to follow your heart here to overcome any obstacles, any barriers. You're going to see a few feathers here, or you might be seeing wings, not feathers, wings. You're going to see wings in some kind of way, like wings of a bird or wings of an angel or something like that, like a picture or something as a confirmation here before, as you're in your current situation. You're going to see some wings here as a confirmation that you're on the right path, that things are moving forwards for you, and see particularly like wings of an angel. Not necessarily going to see an angel, but you're going to see the wings like maybe on social media, on a picture or something, somewhere or another. You're going to see it. So this is your current energy. Jumping into the week, your theme for the week is the Lovers. So this week you have a choice between two paths, is what I'm seeing here. So one path of yours that you're choosing, the choices you have is to choose a path that you nurture yourself and you become prosperous, or it's the path of vitality, where you feel joy, where you feel exuberant, where you feel positivity, where you feel warmth, positive energy. I'm trying to figure out like why these are the two paths, because they're both very positive cards here. Okay, so both you have two positive paths before you. Is what you want to focus on here moving forwards. Do you want to nurture yourself in terms of finances? So you have a choice here in what you want to manifest moving forwards. And none of these are bad paths. They're very good paths. And this is during this week, sorry. Your theme for the week is, what do you want to manifest there by the end of this week? Do you want to go down the Queen of Pentacles route? So you have the two choice between paths, and the Queen of Pentacles route is you nurturing yourself financially, and being prosperous financially. Like, is there a focus on finances, or is there a focus on you just being happy, you've been even more full of vitality, youthful exuberance, positivity, warmth, like you feeling like a deep love? Or do you want to foster finances here? Because you can do either of. You have a choice, and none of them are going to come with negative consequences. Both of them are very positive for you, but it's what you want to move towards here. The Knight of Swords is a fast moving energy, and it's what he wants to move towards basically, and he's very focused and motivated in regards to what he wants to go for. But you're having to have this focus, you're having to have this motivation, and you will be successful in either which one you pick. So the universe is kind of giving you this choice. I'm feeling the universe showing up here, giving you this choice and saying, which path do you want to go down? Which way do you want to live at this time moving forward? Do you want to live in a way, again, where you feel a deep love and you feel very connected, and you're taking, like, you feel like this child, like you're going for an adventure and enjoying and feeling love? Or do you want to live a life where you feel nurtured and become very prosperous? Like, this is the two choices you have here. And again, neither of them are negative. You don't have a negative choice here. It's just positivity that's coming out for you. I feel like once you blow up before the week begins, you have a choice in which way you want to go into. Do you want to be more financially focused, or do you want to continue going in the way that you have been? That's what it feels like, because here we have the sunflowers, and the sunflower represents vitality. So you're already like this, and here we have even more sunflowers. We have 4 sunflowers. So it's like a great happiness, celebration, community, harmony. So whichever one you want to pick, go for it. Neither of them is bad. It's just what you want to experience at this time. Jumping into the week between Monday and Wednesday, we have the 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups here is your, sorry if you can hear that, there's just some loud people around. 6 of Cups here is basically something that has come from the past, childhood memories perhaps. I feel like it's a part of yourself that was lost in childhood, that you're having a homecoming here with. You've perfected the work in healing yourself from whatever happened to you in your childhood time, from your childhood memories, or when you were innocent, from your family past influences. You've regained that part of yourself that was lost when you were younger, and you are in a state now where you're having this kind of celebration of homecoming between Monday and Wednesday, of recognizing that you are more whole than you have ever been. Quite literally, the Hermit, you've gone on this sort of deep journey in figuring yourself out. You've gone on this deep journey in not just figuring yourself out, but learning about yourself, tapping into your inner guidance here, self-examining yourself, examining. You've been introspecting. You've been really going within, figuring out who you are. And so this is what's happened there. You've really gone within and figured out exactly who you are. You've gone into, the Hermit is the Fool. He goes on a journey. He climbs up a mountain, and as he climbs up the first mountain, he realizes he hasn't learned anything. So he continues to continue on his journey, and as he does so, he ends up climbing up a second mountain, because every part of his journey he learns something very significant, but he hasn't learned anything basically, climbing up the first mountain. So as he climbs up the second mountain, he gets to the top, and as he gets to the top, his fingers start to bleed, his teeth start to chatter because of the cold, and his clothes become very matted and grey because of the cold and whatever. And as he gets to the top, he's like, "What's the point of me even coming here? There's jagged ice everywhere, there's brittle ice, jagged rocks as well." And he's like, he doesn't understand why he's gotten there, and so he looks around himself and he sees a hole in the wall as he gets to the top. And as he sees this hole in the wall, he goes into it. Behind him, he sees this hole in the wall behind him. He goes into it. And as he goes into it, he sees this lantern, this cloak, and this staff. And by him doing so, the staff helps him walk, the lantern helps him see in the darkness, and the cloak keeps him. Sorry about that if you heard that. I don't know what the hell's going on. And the cloak keeps him warm from the cold, so his teeth stop to chatter. And so he allows himself. At this point, he's physically exhausted, and he then allows himself to meditate and allows his mind to wander. Now, as his mind wanders, he basically gets the answers that he's looking for, but because he's so physically exhausted, his mind can wander freely. And so he's gone in this deep dive and figuring out who he is. And this is what you've been doing. You've been going on this deep dive, figuring out who you are, addressing past wounds, childhood problems, traumas, like all of these things you've been really addressing. And like you've come to a point now where you've really perfected work, you've perfected yourself here. And you're in a position now where you're celebrating this homecoming within you of finally reintegrating the parts of you that you felt were lost over time. So between Wednesday and Friday, we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands here is basically you having victory, you feeling very successful, and you actually being successful and seeing progress that you've made and feeling very enthusiastic about what's to come for you in the future. The Six of Wands here, and previously in the Five of Wands, he has this conflict with the people around him because he tells them he is a wand maker, and wand makers are usually known to be evil wizards. And he tells them no, wands can actually be used for good, for healing, for helping people, for bringing communities together. And people around him say he's evil, he's gone mad, and they try to fight him. And so in the Six of Wands, he manages to convince the people around him that he is correct, that his wands are actually used for good. And so they believe him, but first they fight him. So in this position, you've had victory. I'm getting around your environment of people that have been challenging you, trying to oppose you, is what I'm getting in regards to you upgrading and understanding yourself to a deeper level from a spiritual standpoint. Like you've gone through this transformation and now you're at a spiritual standpoint where you now understand yourself more than you ever have. And so as a result, because you understand yourself more than you ever have, your life is really going for an upgrade in terms of spirituality. You're very connected to the heart. You can see the bull is here. You're very connected to your own energy. You're gaining this sort of spiritual wisdom, this ancient knowledge about yourself here, as you're able to have this victory here around with your environment, around the people around you. Again, that were trying to oppose you because you've been upgrading spiritually. This is a congratulations from the universe for you, that because you've been choosing yourself first and you've been going through your purpose, your life, things have really shifted for you internally. And this is showing up externally as well. So the universe is kind of giving you some flowers here by giving you the sort of enlightenment that you've been going in the right direction, that you feel very victorious about stepping into trying to understand yourself to a deeper level. Like it's paying off for you here because you're gaining the spiritual wisdom that's allowing you to be the leader of your life here, and you're very connected to your heart, very connected to your own energy, not conforming to what your environment, what everybody's doing. You've broken away from the environment that was opposing you, that was trying to ridicule you for trying to pursue spirituality, trying to say it's all woo woo and all this kind of stuff. So the universe is congratulating you. You're feeling victorious. And this is showing up as in you walking away from things that are abandoning you, things that are disappointing you in any kind of way. This is the victory you're having. By you gaining the spiritual wisdom, you're now able to move away from things that are disappointing you, things that are abandoning you, like leaving you feeling abandoned. So you're like walking away here. Between Friday and Sunday, we have the Eight of Swords. So you're feeling very trapped, you're feeling very restricted, but this is being clarified by the King of Swords. So it's like where you feel trapped within your life, where you feel restricted, where you're having negative thinking about within your life, you're gaining freedom because you're now able to see. And the King of Wands is very visionary, and you can see here she has this blindfold on. She's not able to see where she's going or what's happening around her, and so now you're gaining vision about where you've been trapped, where you've been restricted, and where you've been wherever it is you're thinking negative about. This is what it is. It's like where you've been restricted and trapped. This is what is going on here. You're now coming free. You're now gaining vision about how you can free yourself from the situation. You're taking authority of yourself, you're taking leadership, and you're stepping into a new way of being that's allowing new opportunities, new growth to come in, allowing you to live more creatively. Like you're embodying this whole creative energy of seeing the world openly. Like you have a very creative mind, so you're seeing the world from an open point of view. Let's see what this is, and this is in regards to finances. So you've been financially feeling very stuck, financially needing control, needing security, financially needing need for finances. You've been you have a need for finances, and this is what you're becoming free of. You're gaining vision of how you can free yourself from your financial imprisonment here, and you're taking action towards it, and it's going to lead to new opportunities coming in for you, new ideas, growth, inspiration in general. It's very good reading for you here. Again, you're becoming free, like not free, you're becoming viral or something, and then going into the week you have a choice. The whole week you have this choice about which way you want to go, but as you're having to make this choice throughout the week, you're going for a healing, I guess. Through this week you're going for a healing, and this comes from this deep dive that you've been doing within, that's allowing you to move forward away from things that are disappointing you, abandoning you, things that are not in alignment with you. And so let's see what your challenge is here for the week. Given all of this energy, and the challenge, if you've never seen it before, is something that is trying to block you, bring you down, stop you in some kind of way. It's trying to restrict you. It can show up in one kind of way or another, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. When it does show up, however, don't give it energy, and that's how you kill it off. The challenge wants to keep you stuck in your current reality, and it wants you to not evolve. So let's see what your challenge is here for the week. Your challenge again is like feeling like this wounded warrior. Not again, but you're feeling like this wounded warrior, like you're fatigued, you're battle weary, you're victorious within your life. You're victorious in coming to this point. The Nine of Wands, he has this major battle with the evil wizard. The wizard scoffs at him. It's the one maker, and the evil wizard scoffs at him and says, what the hell are you? Like, there's no such thing as a good wizard. And he wants to prove himself. He laughs at him, and he wants to prove himself that he's the greater wizard. He's like the greatest evil wizard in his time, and basically he wants to school the good wizard, the one maker. And so they have this grand battle where the city is all destroyed, and here in the Nine of Wands he's victorious. the one maker, and the evil wizard is defeated. But the whole city is destroyed, and he becomes very wounded. But he's shown great strength and resilience. But you're still feeling like you're on your last leg. So this is a challenge for you, feeling like you're tired. You're too tired to move on. That you're too tired to keep going through life. That you're fatigued. Your natural superpower is energy, is vitality. But this is the challenge for you: is giving into this. I'm too tired. I can't do anymore, or I'm on my last legs or whatever, because this is going to be blocking you from receiving what you want. And instead of receiving what you want, you're going to receive more sorrow. You're going to receive more heartbreak, because you're in your mind, you're constantly thinking that you're too tired, that you can't go on. So the universe is giving you more situations where you feel too tired, where you feel like you can't go on. That makes sense. What you are on the inside is what you manifest. If on the inside you're full of love and happiness, the universe gives you more situations where you get to experience love, where you get to experience more happiness. In this situation, if the inside of you is like you're too tired to go on, you're fatigued, and you're on your last legs, the universe is quite literally going to give you situations where you feel like you can't go on, where you feel like you're on your last legs, like you're going to go through these experiences, and that's what you're going to be manifesting here, rather than receiving material success, rather than receiving what you want. But this is just a challenge for you. You need to keep pushing forwards. Let's see what your outcome is here for the week. So your outcome here for the week is you will be letting go of everything that's disappointing you. You're abandoning whatever's abandoned you. You're abandoning success. You're walking away from anything that's abandoning you, anything that's disappointing you. The Eight of Cups here, he sees this very beautiful girl at the beginning of the day. For the rest of the day, he's searching for this girl, but he doesn't see her anywhere. By the end of the day, he gives up. He's like, he's been abandoned, he's been disappointed, he hasn't been able to find it. He's looked high and low, he's looked everywhere, and so he walks away from trying to obtain something that he felt he wanted to get to know, because it wasn't meant to be. So he walks away from this disappointment and abandonment. So here you're walking away from letting go of whatever's disappointing you, abandoning you, stepping into your knowing, stepping into divine feminine energy, which is all about knowing that you have all the answers you seek within you. And it's quite interesting because she has this crescent moon on her head, and I'm seeing it not as a crescent moon, but as, like I was seeing before, like, that superhero with the horns coming out the side of the head. Like, that's what I'm seeing here. It's like by you going inwards, tapping into this divine feminine energy, that you have all the answers that you seek within you. By you connecting to your intuition, by you going inwards, this is turning you into this superhero, this super Taurus is like what I like to say. And this is going to give you clarity in regards to your connection to spirituality, not just your connection to spirituality, but what you need to do next. These are two very spiritual cards. We have the Page of Cups and the High Priestess, which means by you going inwards, it's going to activate your superpowers in terms of your intuition and allow your subconscious to really subconscious mind to really draw in what you desire, and this is going to help you become much more spiritual. Like I was saying at the channel, it's like you're becoming a master manifester, and this is what's happening here. Your outcome, by you letting go, by you moving away from whatever's abandoning you, disappointing you, and going inwards. This is activating your superpowers here by the end of this week, where you're able to manifest exactly what you want by using your own psychic powers, by your own connect your connection to spirituality and your own psychic powers. Your very potent energy, very direct energy, forward energy. It's able to go in the direction here by the end of this week, exactly where you want to go, without any leakages. And so that's what's happening here. You're turning into super Taurus here this week, by the end of this week, and it's going to lead to more opportunities coming in for you, more choices that you can make, because you're able to receive whatever you need to receive. You're able to receive openly. You're able to receive abundance here, is what I'm seeing. And nurturing energy. You're going to be very nurtured here by the universe, and you're going to connect to your own abundant nature and manifest. You can see she's kind of sitting there meditating. She's got this golden aura around her, and you're going to be shooting up into the spiritual about what you want to manifest, and it's going to happen for you very quickly. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm going to leave your reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.